And so, yeah, so she's going to be serious about it, take things seriously, and be inhibited and ambitious at the same time around it. But inhibited, the Saturn caused it. Did I do good enough? Was it good enough? I did it. Was it okay? Did it help? Was it, you know, if she wasn't liked for what she was doing, if somebody blamed her, that guilt would really affect her deeply. Okay, let's just go to the descendant. So I'm just taking little steps. So each step is adding to the picture and adding depths and layers to the understanding of someone. And this is in-depth thinking. It's simple astrology. It's just a simple step-by-step process. But if you take it, you're secure. Your foundations are solid. Everything else you do in astrology, transits, progressions, everything other technique, if you haven't done the natal chart properly, you can't assess how it works for someone. You know, so you're way ahead. Many professional astrologers have never taken the time to do all. They look at it quickly, but never really done the work you've done with your worksheets. Those solidify it and they anchor your foundation so that when you start moving into transits, which we'll be doing in the fall, you'll see when things are happening. But you'll also, when you see something happening, you'll know what area of life it affects that person and how it's affecting that person in the midst of their character. You'll have a sense of perspective within this. And getting perspective, getting a good perspective is really the challenge of astrology. It's easy to see one thing and accentuate it. And it can go way out of perspective and be disproportionate. So there's no underestimating. This is why I take 5 levels to teach up to this, to get the foundations. Most people teach it in a 1-3 month class. So you may not be aware of what you're accomplishing, but you're on a far greater level than a lot of people who think they know astrology. You can know a lot about astrology, but it doesn't mean you've integrated it or developed a perspective or seen what's in it, what fits to what, or the perspective between things. So we've looked at how she projects out, and she's motivated to perfect things. She's sensitive about projecting things out. It ties into a moon. She identifies what needs to be done. She's working impulsively to go do what needs to be done. But in the end, it's not just about doing it. It's about feeling it was kind, it was believable, it was a good job. The need that it was good, or it was a good job is that Pisces on the 10th. Now, when she takes feedback, her feedback is going to come with the Saturn, Jupiter. And with the feedback, she doesn't have much response on it. There's no planets in the 9th, 8th, 7th. She still has it. She's still going to be sensitive to whether it was right or wrong, whether she did a good job or not. But really, she's going to keep busy. Like this is morning until noon, and then noon to the afternoon. See, you imagine. But in the last half of the workday, she's going to she'd burn up to morning. She's going to still keep burning, doing things through the fall. She's not going to. That's normally when you see where people are making demands on you. She doesn't respond so much there, but she's very serious about what she accomplished. So when people start giving her feedback, her descendant, which is Capricorn, there's one aspect not put in here. There's the sextile to the Jupiter. Yeah, where's the ascendant? Where are we here? Had the trine to the ascendant. Here's the Jupiter. I forgot to draw it in. I just realized it. But there should be a green line from the descendant Jupiter. So there's no bad aspects. A nice aspect that's in Capricorn is cautious. It's defensive. She's going to have a defensiveness about taking feedback in. So she's going to be so active. It's going to be defensive, cautious, expecting respect in how she gets respect. Whether if you respect her or don't respect her, she's measuring for respect. If you don't have the respect, she's not going to have much time for you. But it makes her cautious and somewhat inhibited about how she takes things in. So it's difficult to reach her because she's been so busy. But she's serious about whatever feedback comes in. So normally when she takes feedback in, she's sensitive to the work, what's achieved, what hasn't been achieved, was the job done well, was it respectful, was it not respectful, did I get honor or did I diminish my honor? She's sensitive to her status and her respect to being best, or anything less than that she would be super sensitive to. That's a Capricorn here. Now not only is the Capricorn there, her Saturn's right there in Capricorn as well, ruled by it in the 6th house. So the need to be efficient, to have practical skills that can respond practically to others. She's going to take problems. She's going to see what she's putting out, what she puts up. But the minute she sees someone has a problem or something's not working, she's going to be sensitive to it because she's taking this in. Oh, this is a problem. Then she's going to try and find a solution to come up with it and light up and find a solution. By the next day, she'll have an answer or a way to approach it. But she does take things in seriously if you can slow her down enough to get to talk to her. But this seriousness, that's the Capricorn on the descendant ruled by Saturn, 6th house. So health is important, being in shape is important, not being tired, getting enough sleep to be able to, not being burnt out so that one still has the energy the next time. She's got it when she's 90, people will think she's 50 or 60 because she'll have so much energy. But this Saturn descendant is cautious, it's measuring, it's utilitarian, it's measuring. I'm doing so much, is my partner doing anything? Have I done enough for the partner? Is the partner doing enough for me? That defensiveness about response. So she could easily think, I'm doing everything. How will I ever find a guy who's going to match my energy, much less, yeah, who's going to match my energy? She's overachieving, and what's coming back is less than what she's doing. So this Saturn inhibition is there around responding to others. So it implies the later marriage or a marriage with an age difference, the traditional meanings, but really when she takes things in, as soon as she responds, she's not going to respond if it's not serious. If it's serious, if it's formal, if it's a problem, she'll respond to problems. And she'll take in the problem, she'll see what was her problem. So really a problem, wow, she'll listen. But then she'll try and understand. She might try and understand it too quickly as things settle down to the 5th. And then she might feel guilty because was I to blame for this? How come I didn't do it? But then she'll feel the blame, and then she'll dedicate herself. She'll think, I got to be. And out of that sorrow she's taking in, and well, how do I improve it? She's analyzing. She'll come up with an idea how to deal with it, try and champion that guilt or sorrow for something not being exactly right. So you can see this from a boss. You can see this from a partner. She's inclined to attract a partner who's going to be cautious and not projective. She's projecting. He's just going to be sitting there. But the less he shows, the more attentive she's going to be trying to do more. Any comment made is going to go down and affect her difficultly. So even though there's the 3 planets there, and there's not a lot of her extreme actions are on the projections intuitively. She's very sensitive. She's sensitive in a practical way. She's going to try and fix everything. That can tire her out. That can burn her out. The boss knows that. They can use her till she's burned out completely. But she will always try and fix problems. But she has a tendency. It's lining up and listening to everyone else is not her forte. It's just necessary fuel for her to project forward. Okay, so we got a picture of someone. We say, oh, look at those images. They see their potentials, they see what they're capable of, you see the way these energies. When you start meeting the person, you start to say, oh, wow, look at that. Now you're ready to meet the person, have a consultation, talk to them and find out with them and see how it's working for them. And when you see something that's not working properly or there's a problem, you can go in and start seeing the mechanics of that difficulty against the background of what would work best for her. So what would work best for her is having both of these things in place, but basically she's got to be the projecting active person. Okay, so there's one, just at the last moment here, one of our example number 4, when we did her chart, she was impressed by it and liked it, and she made a response. She wrote a personal response to all the factors in the chart, because we're not talking about everybody's life as I'm doing this. I'm not giving examples. She wrote a fairly big article about how she responded to her chart and giving exact feedback to the things we were talking about. And she sent that to me. I'm going to send it to you with the when I send you today's video and next week's sample. You'll also get an example that the true confessions are the confirmation of the chart. And you might find, I thought it would be useful to get some feedback, because I'm really holding back, not talking about the person that much as just working from the chart forward. But it's nice to get the feedback, seeing, wow, this is how this, oh, look at that it was hitting the nerve. Okay, so I'll be sending that out to you. Thank you. And yeah, talk to you next week. Okay.